Hey, what's going on everybody? Desir here with another Dark Dimension video for you. We're starting that second global node, and this is going to be a very rough video for not only you guys, but myself as well. Because I brought Gambit along instead of Nightcrawler, I lost out on the speed up that the Nightcrawler actually brings to the Cabal team, which really helps them moving. For this video, you're going to notice that Black Knight does the majority of the work until the Cabal team has their abilities, then we're going to do some nice burst damage. For the first hit on this node, we're basically just going to do a nice burner attack. I went in several times, try to see if I can get anything going, but the double lizards at the start of this makes it very difficult. So we're just going to go in and sack it, burn a few abilities from the enemy, and pretty much go from there to see how the following attacks will end up going. So for this sack, there really isn't much to really explain. We're just going in, we're going to let the other team burn their opening abilities. What we're going to end up burning here is going to be the 2 Lizard Ultimates, Kestrel's Ultimates, the 2 Cosmic Ghost Rider Specials, and Starbrand's also going to burn one of his abilities, and that's going to make the second hit a little bit more tolerable to where we might be able to get some movement going on this node. As you can see, we really didn't do too much damage here. We only did about 5 million damage, which I'm actually not even sure how we did that much damage. So let's go ahead and start that second attack. For this attack here, our main goal is to kill the lizard, possibly 2 of them, or at least get it close to death, to where that third hit is going to be very easy for us to start building up some of our ability energy again. Both of the lizards here will end up doing their specials this time instead of their ultimates, and the Cosmic Ghost Riders will be using their ultimates now instead of their specials. We do end up losing Namor early on in this, however we proceed with our plan. We use the ultimate from Iron Patriot onto one of the lizards. The Black Knight, we end up using the special on the same lizard, and that's going to cause it to where we're able to survive the Cosmic Ghost Rider's ultimate. When it comes around to Gambit's turn, we end up using the ultimate so we can do some significant damage to the enemy team. On Leader's turn, we do end up targeting the other lizard and using the special. That's going to give us a little bit more survivability on the Cabal team, and we do some pretty good damage to that lizard. Black Knight does end up falling here, however, we're already doing some pretty good damage. When it comes around to Iron Patriot's turn, we do end up doing that special. We do a nice AoE hit, and the one lizard did get killed off, and the second lizard should die very early on that third hit. Even though we only killed one character on that second hit, we still did 55 million points of damage. We're slowly going to be making our way through this. This is going to take several hits, as you can already tell. The Gambit just doesn't really bring much to the team, and this really is the Black Knight show, and it's going to be certain times where the Cabal team is able to do their burst. So some of these I'm just going to kind of give a quick recap. I'll still let it play out, but I'm not going to do a full walkthrough because of how many hits this will be taking. For the third hit here, our main target is going to be to get rid of the lizard, and I want to get rid of one of those Cosmic Ghost Riders. Those Cosmic Ghost Riders are going to be doing their specials and ultimates basically alternating every single turn, which you can imagine how difficult that's going to be. Also, that's going to make it to when we start targeting the Starbrand, we don't have to worry about the barrier every time we use that ultimate. So we do end up losing the Gambit early on. Because the leader always spawns with that evade, he's able to survive the Cosmic Ghost Rider's ultimate. Namor's able to use that special to get rid of the lizard. We also got rid of the shield security. We do a hard target on the Cosmic Ghost Rider, and the next wave ends up dropping down already. Now that one of the Cosmic Ghost Riders is killed off, my goal is to try to work down the second Cosmic Ghost Rider. For Nemo's turn, I am unfortunately stuck on the shield security, so I'm just going to use the basic on him. Same for Leader's turn. I don't want to use that ultimate yet. That ultimate does give ability energy to the Cabal team, so I am going to be very careful on when I'm going to be using that, so I can try to optimize getting the ability energy back to that Cabal team. For attack number 3, I ended up doing about 65, almost 66 million points of damage. That one actually felt fairly well, however, with the current pace that we're going, this is definitely going to be a slog. For this attack here, the Void Knight's going to end up doing the special right off the bat, and because of the Void Knight being able to heal every turn, Black Knight being able to put that trauma heal block on him is going to be huge for this. Our main target though is still going to be that Cosmic Ghost Rider. When it comes around to Black Knight's turn, we're going to target that Kestrel and use the ultimate. Because he is currently a fortifier, that is going to end up healing him all the way back up to full health. This was one of the things I had to keep reciting for on this run. I wanted to make sure that Cosmic Ghost Rider would use the ultimate on the Gambit. He's basically going to be the sacrificial lamb every time when we do this run. When it comes around to Black Knight's turn, we are going to end up doing that special on the Doctor Strange Heartless. For Leader's turn, we're just going to target the Cosmic Ghost Rider and do the basic. The main reason for that is the ultimate gives 3 ability energy, and the Iron Patriot and Namor are already close to their ultimates. Now that we kill the Cosmic Ghost Rider, the next wave ends up dropping. The Spider Weaver ends up taking out the Namor and the Iron Patriot, so this run is pretty much over. We're just going to do our basics and try to get what we can. For the attack that we just did, we ended up doing about 48 million points of damage. I was feeling really good about that, however, the next several number of attacks were pretty much stuck here. My main goal was always to try to take out the Morgan Le Fay, however, the Spider Weaver always does the special, get in one charge on herself, making it to where that first hit that I try to do just ends up missing, and that really does cause some issues. There really isn't much of a breakdown to do during these matches, so I'm just going to give a quick recap of the hits after they happen. For this hit, as you saw, there really wasn't too much I could do to really progress this attack. The main thing I wanted to do was make it to the Doctor Strange Heartless ultimate, so he could end up burning that, and hopefully that would have made the following attack easier. For this attack, I was able to make some decent progress. I was able to take out the Kestrel along with the Star brand by using that Namor special. That made it to where the following attack should be easier for me to try to focus down the Morgan Le Fay. The Spider Weaver, as annoying as she is, she really wasn't too big of a threat during these hits, I noticed. For this attack, I basically relied on the Black Knight to do some more damage to the Void Knight. The Void Knight eventually will end up killing himself by doing the opening hit, and Black Knight retaliating on him. Because Morgan Le Fay would have ended up healing up herself on this hit, I decided to turn my attention over to the Doctor Strange Heartless. I ended up doing some pretty good damage to him. I got him down to about half health, and he won't be able to heal that back up, so I'm pretty satisfied with that, if you will, but this definitely is taking quite a bit of time to get through this wave. Right now, the Void Knight's down in the low red for the health. The Doctor Strange Heartless is in the yellow. So I made some more progress on them, and I was able to get some damage on the Morgan Le Fay of this hit. Right now I'm doing maybe about 10 to 20 million damage per hit, so we have a ways to go still. For this last hit, I was actually very upset with it. I was trying to get a decent run on this one, and I actually didn't back out in time. I think I did about 5 previous hits, and I was actually making some pretty good progress, but I just didn't back out in time, so that was a failed hit. So right now, Void Knight is going to end up doing his basic, we're able to get a retaliate on him, and he will actually be killed off on here. You can see how low his life actually is, which is what I was trying to get done on the previous attempt. We're just going to end up burning the basic into that Morgan Le Fay. We don't want to hit the Spider Weaver. Morgan Le Fay ends up doing the basic into the Black Knight, but we're able to get that Retaliate on her, so there is that trauma heal block. Black Knight's going to end up doing that special into the Captain Sam. For Namor's turn, I do end up doing that special into Morgan Le Fay, and that calls him Assistant. Ronin, as you see, will be doing that ultimate every single turn, and that is pretty substantial damage that he does. When it comes around to Leader's turn, we're going to end up doing that special into the Morgan Le Fay, and she is under half health right now. When it comes to Gambit's turn, we're just going to do the basic so we can get some extra damage on that Void Knight. The ping does end up taking out the Void Knight, and for Black Knight's turn, we're going to use that ultimate that heals him up pretty good. When it comes around to Iron Patriot's turn, we're going to burn some abilities now. We're going to use that special to flip some positive effects into negative effects. Here Morgan Le Fay does end up doing the special that does wipe some of our characters out. However, because she has that trauma heal block, she's not going to get healed up from it, and the Gambit ping actually takes her out. We're going to end up wiping here, but we did make some pretty good progress finally. So that was our 10th attack, and we did almost 52 million points of damage. We are out of the worst of it. I do feel that wave was probably the toughest wave because we didn't have our cooldowns. We were stuck behind a Spiderweaver charge and that Morgan Le Fay. We should be getting back on track to where we're going to start making some decent progress every single day now. For this attack, we actually don't kill anybody. We are stuck behind a Red Guardian taunt. So our main objective here is just to try to spread out as much damage as we can. That way more characters don't drop down. For Node 7, it's basically a constant drop of characters. Every time you kill about 2 to 3 characters, a partial wave keeps coming down. So we're just going to do as much damage as we can, prep our abilities, and get ready to do another burst attack. As far as the damage that I did on this attack, I did almost 13 million damage, and it was spread out over several characters. One of the main characters that I do want to get down right now is going to be that Ronin, as he basically deletes a character every single turn. So as you saw from this one, I had another bad attack. I went to back out, and when I hit the quit button, I did it way too late. So this was another wasted attack, unfortunately. So that's 2 out of the 12 current attacks that I've had. So as far as the current progress goes, Ronin is in the yellow, and there is that pre-taunt. We want to get rid of the pre-taunt, and hopefully we can do some major damage to that Ronin, just because, as you see, he keeps killing a character pretty much anytime he gets a turn. We are going to burn some of our abilities here, but first we're going to end up doing the basic. The Black Knight, we are going to end up doing that special, so we do have a taunt on us currently to be able to take that Doctor Strange Heartless basic. Namor's up, we're going to use that special right into the Red Guardian, so we got some nice splash damage. We are going to shift our attention over to the Spider Slayer real quick and do the basic from the leader. Spider Slayer ends up doing that special over to us. For Gambit's turn, we're going to opt to target the Spiderweaver and do the special so we can get the ability block on her. For Iron Patriot, we're going to end up targeting the Doctor Strange Heartless, and we're going to use that ultimate so that way we can get a stun on him. It's back over to Gambit's turn. We're going to target the Spider Slayer and use the special that did end up killing him, and the Gambit ping ended up taking out that Red Guardian. We're pretty much at the point to where we're going to end up wiping. We're going to conserve our abilities, and we're just going to do the basics, and we're going to continue this on the following attack. We made some pretty good progress on this attack. We did about 43 million damage. We're about 1/3 way through this node right now. However, we have a few burst attacks that we're going to be doing here in the future. So for this attack here, we are going to make some pretty good progress on this hit. We are starting this attack off with about 22 characters left. The Gambit ping did end up taking out the Ronin, which was a pretty big threat, so I'm really happy we got rid of him early. Black Knight is up. We're going to end up targeting the Doctor Strange Heartless, and we're going to use that ultimate. That is going to give him a nice heal because he is a fortifier. For Namor's turn, we're going to end up targeting that Spider Weaver, and we're going to use that basic. For Gambit's turn, we're going to target the Wong and use the special so we can get the ability block on him, so we don't have to worry about any taunts coming from him. For Iron Patriot's turn, I was debating about using the special now or saving it for the next wave that's going to end up dropping. I opted to use it now. For Namor's turn, we're going to target the Wong and we're going to use that ultimate that's going to do a nice turn meter rewind. Gambit's back up. We're going to target the Doctor Strange Heartless and use the special. For Leader's turn, we're going to target the Weaver and we're going to use the basic to get rid of him. For Iron Patriot, we're going to target the Doctor Strange Heartless and use the basic that did end up basically finishing the wave off. The next wave ends up dropping down and we have some pretty big threats on here. There is currently a Red Guardians. We are going to use that Namor special to do some nice AoE damage. For Gambit's turn, we're going to use the ultimate so we can get some flips and some pretty good damage out there. Leader is up. We're going to target the Void Knight and use the ultimate. Now that Iron Patriot is up, he does have all of his abilities currently. We're going to target the Spider Weaver and use the ultimate to get a stun on her. Black Knight is up. We're going to end up targeting that Void Knight. We're going to use the special so we get the ability block on him. For Namor's turn, we're going to target the Kestrel due to the characters adjacent to her, and we're going to use that special. Gambit's also going to use the special on the Kestrel, and that did end up killing her. Leader's up. We're going to target the Void Knight and use the special on him as well, so we got some nice damage dealt to him. Lizard is going to end up using the ultimate, and that did end up clearing our buffs, and that is going to take some of our momentum away, but we did some really good damage on this hit, so we're going to fast forward over to the next attack. So for attack 14, we did 133.5 million points of damage. We also killed 6 characters off, so we made a really good dent on this one, and we're actually in a pretty good position right now. For this attack here, it is going to be a non-event. Basically, we're just going to burn as many abilities as we can. The Void Knight's going to ultimate, the Spider Weaver's going to ultimate, the Lizard's going to special. We're just burning as many abilities as we can before we end up wiping. So for the damage on this basically all came from the Black Knight Retaliates. It was about 6 million points of damage, and we did end up burning quite a bit of attacks. Sometimes that's going to be the best thing to do on these Dark Dimension runs. So for this attack here, Void Knight's going to be basically ulting every single turn on this wave, so that is going to be pretty annoying. Spider Weaver does end up doing a basic, so right now there's no charges on the Spider Weaver, so that's pretty good. The Lizard's going to end up doing a basic, so he's also out of his abilities. The Gambit Ping was able to kill the Lizard before he ended up dying. Iron Patriot is up. I'm going to target that Void Knight, and I'm going to use the special here. The assist comes in and does some pretty good damage to the Void Knight. He is going to be my #1 priority. Namor is up, and he does have his ultimate ready. So we're going to target that Void Knight and use the ultimate. We're going to get that turn meter rewind, and we do get him killed off. The next target I want to take out is going to be that Spider Weaver, which we were able to do. The next wave ends up coming down. There's 13 characters left, and on this wave there's 9 of them. So we're pretty much on the home stretch. We're just going to do a basic. I was trying to decide who I want to hit, but we're going to go ahead and go to the next attack. So for attack 16, I did 36 million points of damage, but I did kill 6 characters. So we have 13 left to go. We're definitely in the home stretch of this. So as far as big threats on this wave, there is the pre-taunt of the Red Guardian. There's also 2 Thor Infinity Wars, a Starbrand, and the Cosmic Ghost Rider. To me, the biggest threat is going to be that Cosmic Ghost Rider. He's really annoying based on how he can flip the positive effects, so we're just going to try to tunnel him down and do as much damage as we can. So as far as progress on attack 17, we did 35.5 million points of damage, we killed the Red Guardian, and we did some pretty substantial damage to that Cosmic Ghost Rider while burning some abilities. So right now the Red Guardian is almost killed off. There's also those 2 Thor Infinity Wars. I want to try to focus down one of those Thor Infinity Wars because of those retaliates that they keep doing to us. So for Iron Patriot's turn, we're going to use the basic into that Red Guardian. Black Knight's going to target the Korg and do the basic into him. For Namor's turn, we're going to basic into that Korg as well. And for Leader's turn, we're going to target one of the Thor Infinity Wars and use that special so we can get those assists called in to do some damage to him. The Cosmic Ghost Rider does end up doing the ultimate that does end up taking out our Namor. However, the Retaliate from the Black Knight did some pretty good damage to that Cosmic Ghost Rider. For Gambit's turn, we're going to end up doing that special into that Captain America Sam. The Thor Infinity War does end up burning his special, and that does end up taking out the Gambit. Starbrand burns his ability. And for Black Knight's turn, we're actually going to save that ultimate. We're just going to do the basic into that Captain Sam. Another Red Guardian did end up dropping down. There's 9 characters left to go, and they're all on the board now. So we know what's coming, and everything's pretty much in place for a nice attack. So for attack 18, we did 32 million points of damage, and all of the characters are now left on the board. We also have a lot of our abilities set to go, so we should be able to clear this out on the next hit. For Iron Patriot's turn, we're going to target the Morgan Le Fay and use the ultimate, that way we can get the stun on her. For Black Knight's turn, we're going to target the Star-Lord Annihilation and use the ultimate, that ends up taking him out along with Cosmic Ghost Rider. Namor's up, we're going to target the Morgan Le Fay and use the basic. We're just going to try to tunnel her down just because of how big of a threat she actually is. For Leader's turn, we're going to use that ultimate on the Red Guardian so we can try to get our ability energy back up on those Cabal members. For Gambit's turn, we're going to end up using the special so we get speed up on him. So we did end up losing Namor there, however Iron Patriot's up. We're going to use that special so we can flip those buffs and try to get off the taunt. For Leader's turn, we're going to target that Morgan Le Fay and use the basic. That called the assist in, and we are able to kill her off. For Gambit's turn, we're going to use the special into that Thor Infinity War. Black Knight's up, we're going to target the Cosmo and use the special to put the ability block on him. Iron Patriot's up, we're going to end up using that basic into the Cosmo. I have Leader also do the basic into the Cosmo. That calls the assist in, and we almost get Cosmo killed off. Gambit's just going to do the basic into that shield security, followed by the ultimate, and that does end up taking Cosmo out. For Iron Patriot, we do the ultimate into the Red Guardian just to put the stun on him. We are able to control the rest of this wave, and we are able to finish this off. So Node 7 of Dark Dimension 7 is officially done. So this did end up taking me 19 attacks to get through. On the last hit, I did 120 million points of damage. As for the pros and cons between Gambit and Nightcrawler, for Gambit, the pro is that he's 1 gear piece cheaper, the con is it is going to take longer. For Nightcrawler, the pro is that you're able to use that special that's going to speed up your team to where you can actually get through these a lot quicker. The con is that he does take 1 gear piece more, so you definitely want to weigh your options to see which is going to be the better option for you. As far as the leaderboard goes, I'm currently ranked 650 after clearing the second global node. Now my progress today is that I should be in the Cosmic section on Sunday's raid season payout, and I do believe in 3 weeks I should have everybody completed from Cosmic, Legendary, and Mythic, so I'm hoping in about 3 weeks to 1 month I should have Mephisto unlocked, so I'm really excited about that. I can't wait. Now if you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of the day.